You're listening to Local Play Only.
Pokemon.
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's get into our first topic. There was a Pokemon Direct. It was on...
Oh, shit.
What?
Thursday. It was on Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
January
Thursday
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was early Thursday morning. It was like 9 a.m.
9:30.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Did you guys watch it live?
I did.
I did not.
Yeah.
You missed the best part.
Which part?
They cut Raid at the end where he's just like, and you'll notice, and the stream
Oh,
cut.
I did
like
actually. I
10
saw that
seconds
in, like,
before the
YouTube
ending,
comments.
and it was hilarious. He's just like, you could buy, and then it stopped, and I was like, what? And then I found online, and it's just like, oh, you can view the DLC in the the menu.
Yeah, inside
That was the last thing that he said.
the eShop. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch it live because I was sleeping because I was sick.
That's
so
fair.
I was on like NyQuil dreams at that point.
Yep.
I watched it after though. I guess we'll just get right into general thoughts on the actual Direct. I thought it was pretty sick. I don't know.
It gets my thumbs up.
I know nothing about Mystery Dungeon. I'm not familiar with that.
It's like a dungeon crawler one. I personally don't like them, but I know people who love them, and like people are excited for.
Is it a big deal that it's coming to like a home console?
Probably, yeah. Not
Honestly,
for me.
the coolest part is just like the art style,
looks
and it's really nice.
Adorable.
You can download the demo. I actually have it on my Switch already.
Yeah, me too.
The art style is so nice. Like when that trailer kicked in, though, I was like, I don't really care. Like I probably won't buy the game unless Meg really wants to play it. But the art style was so nice. It was nice to
how
look
much
at.
it was? Is it full price?
There's no way. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I guess $49
Oh, that's fine.
because it was only $10 more
On
or $10
3DS.
less when it came out originally.
Or DS. Sorry. I
Yeah,
guess.
so one came out on the DS and one came out on Game Boy.
Yeah.
Those two separate ones, day one.
Okay.
Yeah. So that didn't blow anyone's mind. That wasn't really what anyone was there for.
No.
I think most people actually expected the
Sinnoh remake.
Sinnoh remake
Yeah.
above that, but it was a remake still.
Yep.
So that's cool. There's still time to show us a remake too.
Yep. So just to fill in, the way the Pokemon games always work, you should know this. So it's a like Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, and then they release a third version that's supposedly the better version. They might add maybe an hour or something worth of like extra dialogue or something like that, and all the Pokemon. Instead of doing it this time around, they're actually going the DLC route, which
is what
People are mad about this, right?
It's another thing with Pokemon now that's like split right down the middle.
yeah.
Because this, to me, just from an outsider's perspective, so people would rather pay another $90 Canadian, or Canadian, of course,
After tax.
$90 for a third installment of a game with minimal additional content, or like what they're gonna do, which is
$37, I think.
Yeah,
it is.
I think it's 37 Canadian.
So 40. We'll round it up to
$40.
$50 less, and you get it broken up into two sections, and you can have all the content.
I'm assuming where most of the anger is from is it's the classic DLC thing where people think
they had it from the get-go.
Yeah, people think this was stuff they already had, and like now
They
they're
cut
like,
it out
oh,
of the game.
You're trying to, and a lot of people also are there's a lot of misconceptions about it though. People think that they're blocking all the Pokemon behind a paywall.
They are not.
But they're not, right? It's a free update. Just stuff like going to the actual spots, so going to the different DLC areas and that kind of stuff, the different story, the different legendary stuff like that is expansion exclusive. But that is extra content though. The reason they're not coming out right now is because they're still working on it. Like the trailer is more than I thought they were gonna have, because they said right at the beginning this is in development, so none of this is final. And
they showed like just kind of concept art for some of the places, right?
Oh,
Which to me, I can understand, like with Spider-Man, for example. When Spider-Man was released, they're pretty much on the release date, they're like, and the first DLC pack is coming out October.
Yeah.
1 month from release. You're just like, okay, well,
that's a little shady.
Obviously, this is content that is either on disc or you cut it out and now you're hiding it behind a paywall. But something like this, I kind of believe them. And I understand, obviously, the 200 additional Pokemon, people are upset, but you're still getting them.
Yeah, like, and you're not, you don't even have to pay for them. I think
you can trade them from old games. You can trade them with friends. So if I bought the DLC and Cam didn't, I could trade him the Pokemon that are only catchable in this version, in the DLC.
Pokemon Home will be out by now. So.
Like February.
What do these people want? because
They want
the
everything.
Pokemon weren't in the original game, okay?
Yeah.
And they're upset about that.
Yes.
And then
they're literally getting what they're asking for and complaining about it.
it just seems so.
It's what people do
over
these
the
days.
top.
We talked about this before.
They're just never going to be happy.
We
No.
talked about this before on our first impressions of Pokemon about how the community was starting to make me mad. I mean, I'm sure they make a lot of people mad, but it just kind of like it's just people are so entitled these days that they expect everything, and then even when companies then like something like one of my favorite games, we talk about this all the time, Final Fantasy 14. It came out on release, it sucked. People hated it.
Boy, did it
crashed and burned. Yoshi P got there and he remade the game, and now people love it. Shit, like even if you don't like something, people make stuff better. Like there's so many games now that come out and are terrible, and then slowly after time, the company doesn't give up on it. It puts work in, it keeps making it better and better. And like, is it a bad thing if Pokemon decides to do that? They're not like, hey, wait 3 more years and this game will be good. They're like, hey, we have some of the stuff you guys wanted. That's free stuff we'll give to you, and we're gonna make some extra story, and we're gonna put these cool extra characters in, all that kind of stuff.
It's literally cheaper than having to buy a second
I don't
or
know.
third game.
I don't know why anyone in the world would prefer to buy another remake or like Ultra Sun and Moon thing.
So that one left a wound, like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It was an identical game.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought it was going to be something like Black and White 2. Actually, the
Which
story
is a
was
whole
different.
different game.
Yeah, and it was different, but for the most part, you have like Crystal, Emerald, Platinum. They're all almost the exact same game. You can just have access to all the legendaries. There's some slight dialogue changes, maybe one different gym leader, but it's such a small difference. I don't know why anybody would choose to pay for that when we have this fun option. Like it looks good. The art style looks really good. They went with different designs for both the DLC. You don't have to wait that long.
June.
The Isle of Armor comes out June
It's
2020.
coming quicker as well, and it also gives people the ability to fully enjoy each section of the DLC.
Yeah, yeah. You get in June. We'll get the Isle of Armor. You will go through. You can start working on catching all those 100 Pokemon because I'm 100%.
Yeah, it's 100. It's 100 in the first DLC and then 100 in the second DLC.
And then let's face it, in 2021 they'll probably have an extra expansion pass.
I'm fine with that.
With 2 more, with another 100 and 100. And
I am fine with that.
That'll be like the Pokedex almost complete.
Yeah.
If I'm getting more, so rather than having 800 games on the shelf, if I just have my game and then expansions out the wazoo, to I wouldn't say finish the game, but to add the rest to the game, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, for $37 a year, I pay for some games for $19 a month.
You're about to spend $40 on a 10-hour Kingdom Hearts
Exactly.
DLC,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited for the first DLC pack. Like, did you catch your Alolan Slowpoke yet?
I didn't know.
You should do that.
Yeah, actually, I'm excited to actually go back to it. This kind of got me a little bit pumped to go back in. I've already done most of the stuff I need to do. Right now, it's all like us playing the competitive aspects, and so I don't feel bad about leaving the game. But this gives me a reason to go back in, even for just like 20 minutes to go get the Slowpoke. And
My money's on Psychic Poison
for the typing.
Because in my game, I have the super lame Psychic gym leader. I can't even remember his name. Avery. Yeah. And then the
Clara.
Yeah, the way cooler one is like she looks like the
She's
girl
poison.
from Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Or Demon. No, not Demon
You're
Slayer.
thinking Demon Slayer. Yeah, you're thinking the butterfly girl.
Yeah,
from
okay,
Demon Slayer,
Demon Slayer. She's the
Kimetsu
primary
no
hero.
no,
Yeah, that one. She looks like her. She looks fantastic, and she's a poison type, and he's a psychic type. So I feel like showing them both, and he kind of looked like he shot a poison gunk ball out in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my money on poison.
So, Phil, as someone, quick background, we've all beaten Pokemon here.
Yes.
Me and Birch have put.
I'm at 135 hours.
Yeah, like upwards of, I think I have like about 100, so upwards of like 100 hours. Now a lot of that is stuff like shiny hunting or
Mine's IV breeding.
yeah,
at this
IV
point.
competitive stuff like that. You are the much more casual player.
Yep.
How many hours did you play?
So I think I've ended it with 30.
30 to
hours.
beat the game. Like you didn't do much else extra. I think you just beat it.
I just beat it.
Did you catch Legendary?
I actually haven't yet.
Oh,
No, he
okay,
didn't do
so
the after story.
Classic Philly didn't finish
He
a
always
game.
gets this close and then just stops.
It's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
if even. I had to do it on Megs one night just to complete my Pokedex, and it only took me 45 minutes because I speed run it. But as someone who only put that many hours, do you think you would buy the DLC?
I think I will, yeah, because I did enjoy the story aspect of it. Like, I don't think it's an amazing story by any means, but I enjoyed my time with it, and I think that that's more alluring to me than the additional Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the additional Pokemon may have some that weren't in the original batch that I might be interested in.
Two of Andrew's favorites actually made it back in. One
I was
each.
pretty happy. Yeah. So
One
in
each,
the
so
first
the
DLC, I get
Isle
a
of
Zoomerl,
Armor has a Zoomerl.
and then the second one, the Crown Tundra, gets my Crobat.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy.
That's pretty exciting.
I have a feeling in the
Crown Tundra.
no, in the Isle I'm gonna find a Heracross.
Think the Isle one?
It's like
Oh, the Isle of
forests and
Armor. Yeah.
plains,
Okay. Yeah.
The Tundra's more like the ice and
Yeah. That's fair.
that one. That's the one with all the legendaries too.
Yeah, so yeah, obviously we'll split the DLCs here quick. The first one, it's all about building. So you start with a new Pokemon called Cub Fu, and I think
it looks really cute.
it's
It is
adorable.
quite Desu.
I think that's how they're going to, because obviously me and Cam have 100 level, like a level 100 Pokemon. Our whole party is 100 level 100. I'm guessing, right? Yeah. Going into a DLC where there's going to be like battles, I feel like having level 100s, they're going to have to do something to take that away. So I feel like Cub Fu is
Yeah.
going to be your Pokemon.
Unless they
and
come
that's
out with
what
like
you're
a
gonna use.
mechanic where like the Pokemon match your level or something like that.
Yeah, but even like wild battles and like
yeah, I don't know.
because each area has a wild area as well.
Because the one thing that goes with this is actually that you don't need to beat the game to play the DLC.
No, you can hop right in.
You can go in at any point. So there's probably a cutoff points, probably like when you reach the wild area for the first time,
Or the second wild area.
yeah, like some small point in the game that's a cutoff area. But it makes it weird though because you can go in this area at level 20. So what level the Pokemon going to be, or you can go in at level 100. So
What if this just pulls like a whole Breath of the Wild thing with the island? And
Oh, it takes everything away from you?
yeah,
I mean, I'd still be okay with that
Yeah,
because
yeah, me
I'm
too.
playing it for the experience of that area.
I almost feel like that's something they'll have to do.
Because I know the way this works, it's something special. Normally, do you know what Dynamaxing was? Like the big versions?
Yeah.
Do you know the Gigantamax?
Yes.
So it's the special version of all the big ones. They're making it so that your original Pokemon that you got, so like Grookey and Scorbunny for both of you, will be given that Gigantamax option.
Yeah, so it's not that you'll have to catch a new one, it's that there's a... But in there, I was a little confused if they just meant for the starters, or there might be a way eventually to make any of your Pokemon that have a Gmax form.
That would be awesome because I still to this day can't catch the El Creamy, and I just want it.
Well, not only that, but if you put all the work in to get a shiny 6 IV, but it can't Gigantamax, and that becomes like a competitive staple, it'll kind of suck.
Yeah.
But so real quick rundown, Isle of Tundra, Isle of Armor.
Isle of Armor, June.
100 new Pokemon, June. It's like almost like a Japanese
Dojo.
Yeah, it's like
Those costumes look awesome.
yeah. There's 100 new costumes per expansion or per DLC, which is kind
Is
of
it
cool.
per DLC or both?
Yeah, no,
I
it
thought
says-
it was
It's
both.
it's at 100 per new ones.
Did it? Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
missed that. Okay.
It's probably a lot of small things, like you see a lot of
Like
glasses
hair.
and that
There's
kind of
so
stuff.
many hair.
Yeah, it looked like there was options to change different parts of the hair, different colors.
Yeah.
Which will be cool.
cool.
I don't know what the story will be like. I have no idea. Is there going to be something like a gym battle on each one, or is there going to be a couple little mini things? We have no idea at this point. A lot of it's still just conception.
Yep.
Art style looks really nice for that one. It's obviously like a warmer island.
Yeah, like a tropics, which England is not known for.
Yeah, which is weird, but it might be somewhere off.
It could be.
But we have no idea what the actual story plan for it is. But they showed us a lot of different Gmax Pokemon.
My boy Mustard,
Yeah, you have Mustard. You have
Is that
like
the guy's actual name?
the dojo leader. Yeah, he's Mustard. He's named after a karate dude.
yeah, he's the one who
Yeah.
trained Leon. Is the story for that. But you have different Gmax Pokemon. They said they're new features, and then they said something like the EXP share. There's a new
Apricot berries are coming
Yeah,
back.
you can
so I'm wondering
apricot.
if you shake the trees, if apricots are going to come out.
I don't know if
instead.
it'll be something that's just on the island or if
Yeah.
it'll be everywhere. And then there was what else did they show?
So
off
I know
there?
that it is we have the Galar decks.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have separate dexes, so they're
Yeah.
not just being added to it. Because when you catch the Alolan Slowpoke, for example, it does not pop up being this is blah 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 blah. It'll pop up when you actually get the proper.
yeah, there'll be like a
It'll be a
Armor
Armor
Dex
Dex
and a
or
Tundra
Isle
Dex.
of Armor, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Tundra Dex. So that'll be a neat way to make sure that you're not just tossing another 100 on top, because that's honestly the reason I leaned away from maxing my Pokedex for the most part. Like, just when you see that list of like 1,000, you're like, oh, man, like that's so many. 400,
It's a
I was
lot.
like, I can do that. And then just adding 100, that's not bad. But scrolling through that 500 to find the 100 you missed or don't have would be a pain. So I like that they're separating it.
And then the Tundra, same thing, like 100 new Pokemon, 100 new clothings. Only other thing there that's big is they say new multiplayer mode, which to me sounds good. It sounds like they've taken what's been going
den
on
battles.
in the raids and the dens, that kind of stuff, and they found some sort of either better way for it, because we've all, or at least you haven't played much of multiplayer, a little bit, but like the raid battles, there's some difficulties. Sometimes we had some difficulties connecting, stuff like that, and there's obviously a lot of glitches. Which some people like I'm not gonna lie, I abused the shit out of most of the glitches.
Oh, the changing the dates.
Yeah, just like a bunch of stuff like that. So
But
these
they
are
not patch any of that?
They won't.
No.
It's too late.
yeah, but these are like the ways for them to come out and fix some of those things by doing that.
So my guess is the way it works is, you did Dynamax battles, right, in the wild area of the pillars. So when you walk up, you normally go into the battle and there's the Pokemon. I think what's going to happen is you're actually going to go into the den and explore the den.
Oh.
And
Yeah, like a
it
little
might be
mini
randomly
dungeon.
generated. It might be like each den has a particular set of Pokemon that in there, but you actually explore it with 3 other people and actually explore it and stuff like that. So if they do that, that sounds awesome.
That could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a lot of controversy over this right now. Fan base is split. But I mean, it's $37. Like, it's,
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, like even just I don't care about the 100 new Pokemon. Honestly, that's one of the things I care the least about. If a couple of my favorites make it in, that's pretty cool. I'll have them at some point. But like it's just the content itself. The areas look really cool. A new multiplayer mode would be sweet. Stuff like that. It's worth $37, and that's for both of them. That's for 1 year of being able to have a reason to go back and pick up my Pokemon game.
Do you think they're going to release like an Ultimate Edition?
They might do a with the DLC included, but later down the road maybe.
Because I have a feeling by adding only 100 each at this point, there's going to probably be one next year that'll also add 100 each, and then you're getting close to the entire thing. Or
Because this is the B team. So normally the A team makes the game. So we'll say Sun and Moon. Said the A team makes Sun and Moon. The B team is actually in charge of making Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So like the sequels. So same with like the Crystal and all the like extras. It was always the B team. This is the B team making it. So that means the A team is doing something else. So who knows?
hopefully a Gen 4 remake.
Silver.
A Gen 4 remake, yeah. They'd have to probably iron out the whole National Dex thing by then if they're going to do it, or they're going to say, nope, only the Pokemon that were in the game originally, that's it.
Yeah.
I would honestly like that more. So you don't catch
Obviously with this stuff they're working on like in the actual trailer, they showed them doing a lot of Pokemon models. With this, they have to do an extra 200 models. So now there's a lot of extra Pokemon. If they do do a remake, they can add that in.
How long until we see a new Pokemon game, though?
like new?
Yeah,
New gen, like a Gen 9.
When was Sun and Moon? Like 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
Yeah, probably 4.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
So do you think that, like, they obviously released 2019, they're doing DLC 2020, possibly
2021.
Do you think then 2022 is when we'll see?
No, I think
Honestly, they could probably do the second wave of the DLC and a game.
I think that if anything, 2021 or 2022 will have one of the remakes. So either like a Let's Go Silver Gold or a Gen 4 remake. Both of which I'd be okay with. I don't really care. The extra content, extra fun.
Any Pokemon time is fun.
Yeah, I'm always excited. My nostalgia will kick in for long enough to enjoy any of those games. Yeah. So Phil, you're gonna buy it.
I will buy it.
Andrew, you're gonna buy it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, I'm gonna buy it. So it looks like our fan group here is not split. We seem pretty locked in.
We're gonna do it.
All agreed.
And we'll definitely do reviews on both of them as they come out.
Yeah, we'll talk about when they come out, if they after it came out, if it's worth the money. Because right now we're saying it probably will be worth the money, but then maybe when we pick it up, we'll be like, you know what, this is dog shit. I hate this.
Should we do something fun? Can we guess a date for the June one?
The day, June 22nd.
When's
22nd?
E3?
12th and somewhere around there. That's it. I was gonna go with that. I'm gonna go the 18th.
I always like the sound of the 22nd, so I'm in the 22nd. Okay. So that's all on the Pokemon Direct.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see any of our previous content, like our last episode or any other episode from any of the seasons, it's just right there for you on the left side. And be sure to subscribe if you'd be so kind. It is right there. Thanks, guys.